You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
You are listening to a Daydreamers podcast. I am the Daydream. We are the Daydreamers. I am Erin.
Okay, K'Shana, and that's Sephora.
Sephora, her allergies cutting up, so she's gonna be snorting throughout this whole thing, and she in Doritos.
And y'all, like, if you're not looking on YouTube, she's doing what you think she's doing. She do the ear thing and everything, like a grown little girl. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know how you do with your allergies, and then, like, you get to getting in their ear.
Before we get started, I meant to do this on the last episode. I want to shout out my girl at AT&T. I'm not going to say her name, because I don't know if she wants to be put out like that. But, hey girl, she hooked me and Larry up with some really good information. Come to find out, she is a wig maker.
Okay.
I'm sure she won't mind me telling her Instagram handle. It's Venom_wigs. Dope wigs and stuff, because I told her I make headpieces and things, and we was both low-key checking each other out, like, because I was looking at her like, oh, she's cute. I really like, like she got her black Doc Martin boots. Oh, okay, just, like, oh, her eyebrows on point, like, she real cute, real pretty, dark skin. Come to find out, she was checking me out like, oh, her beads like real fly. Oh, her dreadlocks is on point. All that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to take your Elmo shoe off? Okay. So yeah, shout out to my girl at AT&T. Okay. Okay. Elmo shoes are off. All right. So today, I want to talk about something that I did take this to therapy, and it's something I've been going through lately, and I had to find a way to shake myself out of it. I always say I kind of have a bit of a sixth sense to where I'm aware of what's going on with me, but I don't really know what's up. I could just tell something's going on with me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really give a fuck.
Okay.
That's what it is. I just, like, I'm not like that right now. This was some weeks ago. But I just found myself not caring, like, just not caring about certain things. Like, I like my job. I really do. I like the work that I do. But I don't really care about getting there on time. Like, I'm ready for this allergy medicine to kick in, because she got nerve enough to be right here in the microphone with it. But, like, I like my job, but, like, why do I just not care about getting to work on time? Why do I just not care about putting on lotion? I had to find a way to shake myself out of it. And so my affirmation during this time period was, give a fuck today, Erin. Like, that was my affirmation. That was me in the morning. Erin, give a fuck today. Care today. Care about this. Care about that. Care about sounding pleasant. Care about just care today. I need you to care today, Erin. So that was my affirmation plus a beg and pleading to myself. And then also, like, what I had done to kind of snap myself out of it, on my trip to daycare, I had started playing Eminem One Shot. No, Lose Yourself. Lose yourself in the music, the moment you want it, you better. Yeah, that.
It's vomit on the sweater already.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
So I was listening to that like maybe like 2-3 times in the morning, because he's talking about, like, you got one opportunity to do this. So, like, me over here not caring, once again, I'm over here thinking I'm failing at life. Me not caring, I'm like, you gonna mess up and lose your job for whatever reason, for just being slow to do an assignment. I do the assignment, do it well, but slow to do it. And right now, I'm somebody's mom, I can't lose my job. So I'm like, I placed the...
She said she do this every day. That's what I'm hearing.
So, yeah.
Every day. We do it every day before. Okay.
So, yeah, like, I was playing that, and then I would switch to Megan Thee Stallion. It's on her, what album? I can see the album cover. It's like got a cheetah on it or something. I don't know. But it's a freestyle. How's it go? I keep it realer than real. Fuck all like how you feel. I'm getting money. It is what it is. They just want to know I did what I did. Don't worry about what I do, bitch, because I ain't worried about you. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So, and then I played that a couple times, okay? And then I'm getting myself riled up. And then after that, if I still got time, I play me some bad bitch music. OG.
That wasn't?
OG bad bitch. Like Diamond Princess.
I would say, Centrina.
Yes, like
Centrina.
I switched to that. Like,
you got an ass so big like the sun.
all that, you know, to just really get myself together. But like, I told this to my therapist. In case I want to know all your thoughts, because I see you back there thinking and things. But I want to get through this. So I'm telling my therapist and the intern, like, I wrote it out in my weekly recap and everything, that they actually enjoy reading. Now one day I probably will turn into a blog, but I write it all out and everything. And so my therapist is like, so let's talk about your affirmation. And I was like, yeah. And I just went through the whole deal.
Chaser. You got the whole. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically
stuff like that, you know. Even like one of my favorite go-to songs to get myself together is Project Pat. Make that ass clap when I smack. Talk to me now. Make that. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. All of that. So I'm telling them about my affirmation and like my thought process and what was going on and how I was able to shape that. But what my therapist brought to my attention was, because once again, I'm always thinking I'm failing at life, y'all. I don't know what that is about me, but I'm always like, I feel like I'm failing. And so she was like, what it is that it's not that I don't care. She said, I've given so much of myself to other places and spaces so that you have nothing else to give. So it's not that you don't care about your job. It's just that you tying your not tying your shoelaces isn't you failing. It's just like, so what? Like, I'm dressed, I'm just gonna put my shoes on and just go. So, you know, like you not tying your shoes, your Doc Martens and stuff, isn't you not caring about yourself. It's just that you've given so much to get Zipporah ready for today that you in these damn shoelaces, like, whatever, I'm just gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah. And so then it was like, I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. That makes total sense. So she was like, what is it that you care about? No, she was like, what is it that, the things that you care about. And so I would start listing all the things that I care about, which is everything. Because I, as a mother, as a wife, have to care about a dog mom too, have to care about everything. And so it's, instead of me just listing, it turned into a to-do list. Like, the anxiety kicked in. Like, I was like, oh, well, I care about this, care about this, care about this. Oh, I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, da-da-da, da-da-da. And it turned into this really, really big, long list. And so she was like, okay, pause on that. Let's not list the things that you care about. Let's list some ways that you give care to yourself. And so that's been my homework for the past couple of weeks, is identifying or finding ways to give care to myself. And there were ways that I was doing it. Like, I used to treat myself to sushi every payday. I stopped doing that for whatever reason, but I started back. I was like, because that's something I enjoy doing. I worked hard. I'm going to treat myself to this sushi or whatever. And so yesterday was payday, and that's what I did. I took me and Zipporah out on a day. We went and got sushi. But that's been my homework, to find areas where I can give myself care and not to think that I don't care and that I'm failing. It's just that I'm giving so much of myself. So I had to change my mindset. Okay. Go. Okay, because I wanted to get it all out, because it was phases to it. But yeah,
everybody needs to have a healthy dose of fuck it in their system. You should have some level of it in order to avoid high levels of anxiety. You cannot care about every single thing, but also, like, you know, there's a balance. You know, you can't not care about anything, because, like I was saying, is that could be a early sign of depression. Or maybe you just feel super, super, super overwhelmed that you feel like you can't care, you know? Mm-hmm. Or you put, like you said, so much of your I call them coupons, or your points. You put so much of your coupons and points into one area that you just don't have enough. There's not enough. You don't have capacity to care about the other things. You just don't. You know, we are people. You know, we are humans. We can't do everything, and we should not try to do everything. Mm-hmm. And we can't fix everything, and we should not try to fix everything. There's just no way. You know, we are our space that we have for stuff is finite. You know, we are not this infinite abyss able to take on all these tasks and responsibilities. I don't care how much of an adult you are or whatever. Like, you can't, even with a super good support system, you just can't.
I will say this though, like last weekend when Zipporah had her first ballet recital, I realized that I gave so much of myself to Zipporah last weekend. And it was a good thing that I realized that because, like I said, I had used to be thinking that I was failing in certain areas, but
No, you're not failing.
But I realized I'm not really caring about this and this, or not necessarily not caring. I just don't have the energy for it. But that's because I put everything into me, everything I had into Zipporah last weekend for her dance stuff, for her parade and being a part. Even though she too, but I want her to be a part of things. I want her to be surrounded by different experiences. I want her to be surrounded by Black people. Mm-hmm. I want her to have this type of stuff and she is too, but she's two. She's aware. She's doing things. And I ended up being an unofficial stage mom and all this type of stuff. But I'm happy that I gave so much of myself to my daughter. But I was tired. I was exhausted, and I wasn't even putting the show on and anything like that. But I just realized I gave so much of myself to her.
Sometimes we say, oh, it's because I don't care. I don't care. It's not that you don't care. You literally don't have room to put any energy toward these things. It doesn't mean you don't care about it, because that's actually a lie. You do care about it. That's why you got anxiety.
And see, I have to talk to my husband, not a lot, but it does come up. I've just started saying to him, it's not that I don't care. It's just that this is not high on my to-do list. We always get into it about the laundry.
Or I don't have anything left to do it. I don't have anything left to contribute to this thing, because it's either this or this. Open chips. And I think, more important things like getting Zipporah fed and things like that, and then surviving and getting dressed, and
it's so hard to freaking leave the house in the morning
to do your stuff.
But I've had to tell him before, putting away my clothes is, I don't like doing laundry.
That's not top priority.
But it's not a priority for me. But it's important to him because he folds it, he washes it and folds it and puts it in a nice little basket right there for me. And then he's just it's still sitting here. It's a week, it's still sitting here. It's 2 weeks, and you got more clothes in this basket, because I throw my clothes off and put them, just throw them over there, whatever. So he's just like, why am I doing this? It's kind of like an insult to him, and he's like, I did this stuff for you, but I had to tell him, it's not that I don't care, and I appreciate you do that for me, because sometimes I just be rocking and rolling, and then I'll be like, oh, I ain't got no drawers. Oh, Larry washed. Here go. And he folded them. They sitting right here, nice and folded. Praise God, my husband washed. Now I got me some drawers to wear. So, it's times like that, but I'm like, just out of all the stuff I got to do, I don't like doing this shit no way. But with all the stuff I got to do, this is not a priority to me.
Yeah, it's not and that's where it helps, just when you have a lot on your plate and a lot of different responsibilities, it helps to have a partner who can be supportive, and not supportive in that way where it's you think you being supportive, but you actually create more work problems, or creating, yes. I don't want to say a problem, but creating work, or it's yes, you're supportive, but then now I have to take time and praise you for doing something, or and I'm gonna say thank you, but if you're not receiving the acknowledgement that you feel and then that also has been a conversation as well, is you're not gonna get acknowledgement for everything you do in the house. It's your house too. If that's the type of partner you have where y'all live together. Anyway, you're not going to get, a cookie, it's not, cause I don't, and it's not that, or the other person usually does it, whoever the more domestic person is, in the relationship. And also again, just creating more tasks. If I ask you to do something, and then I have to go behind you and do it. Or you do a part of it, but you don't do the whole thing.
Right.
That means in the future, if I ask you to do something, or you say you're going to do something, I still have to have that on my mental load of, is this person going to do this correctly or to completion?
Yeah.
Or, so you still have to think about it, even though, it's just, yeah, it can be a lot. Sometimes,
I even told him one day, we were talking about something. I had a list of things that I needed to do. It might have been a weekend where I needed to podcast, do nonprofit, do something with support, like all the stuff that I needed to do. And it was something that needed to be done that I was going to take care of, but he had an interest in it. And so it could have been like me working out that day or something. And so I was sitting in my office, sitting right here in this spot, and we were talking about it. And he was like, but did you do this? And I was like, he's like, that's not important. And I was like, it's important to you. And he was like, oh, that's not important to you. I said, no, this is the only thing out of the stuff I need to do today that is important to you. So you're talking to me about this, but everything that I need to do today is important. It's just that this is the one thing on my list that you have a true interest or investment in or whatever, you know? So like I had to tell him that, like, I care. It's just...
And sometimes, like, it takes, like, it's a perspective thing and you have to point it out because they're not going to see it.
And I mean, like, I don't want it to seem like I'm
it.
always talking bad about my husband, no. Because it's always from that side. But I'm sure there's stuff that, you know, I'm just like, this is important to me.
And it works both ways.
But I don't know what all he got on his plate. So it's both ways.
Like there may be some things that you don't get.
Yeah.
And that you know, it works both ways. It's just a matter of openly and effectively communicating and trying to be understanding of what your partner has going on, you know, and also being clear about what you have going on. Because sometimes I'm really bad. Like, I have so much going on that I think I said something, or I think I, you know, said, oh, I got this and this and this and this.
Girl,
and this.
that's why.
Then I will have not said it. And I thought I did.
I've even said it to you. I said it to Vitus. I said it to Monique. I said it to Keisha. But I done talked about it so much that I feel like I said it to him.
And you didn't.
So what I do now, this may seem very impersonal, but I email.
Because just to be clear about what's going on.
Yeah, and it started when I was still working remotely. And
then also you can refer back to it. So you're not asking me every 5 seconds, what is this? What is this? Please refer back to the email or text message or whatever. Because, again, that also makes me have to stop whatever it is that I'm doing. And I have to go and fix this for you.
Yes.
Or remind you of this when you could go into the resource that I provided. Calendar. Yes, you could go to the calendar and look and see.
I put reminders on there. I know, like, we had one of our godsons had a football game, and it was either canceled or it was a different time or something like that, or it might have been like a bye week. Anyway, something happened, and I was like, no. He was like, wait, that was on the calendar, girl. He pulled up his phone, his calendar, like, I thought you put that on there, and I whatever. I either had to eat crow or be like, oh no, it was a different weekend or whatever. But anyway, like after a while, at first he was like, I don't want to do all this, like, you know, you could have just told me or you could have just sent me a text. I said, sir, you said I was not communicating with you. So this is how I choose to communicate with you. And so when I'm writing an email, I'm writing everything. It's easy for me to write an email than text you. I'm not going to do that. I'm writing out everything in this email. We can discuss later at dinner. You know, but I was like, he was like, you could have just sent me. I said, I'm going to send you what I send you. You said I was not communicating with you on the things that's going on in our house and with our family. This is the way that works for me. What are ways you give your self-care? Just, it don't even have to be anything big. Let go of my hair. Let go of my hair.
Oh my God.
It don't have to be
like, I'm not about to fall.
Anything big, but like, what are some things that you do to give yourself care?
I try to keep up with my skin routine, but I was just saying, like, usually when you don't have capacity, stuff like that, that's like the first to go, little by little. And it sounds like simple shit, like putting like cooking
it's
for yourself,
simple, but
you know. And I don't have an elaborate skincare routine, but like just doing it, you know, taking time to exfoliate with a
my
salt
skincare
scrub
is clean and clear
in the shower,
foaming soap. That's it.
Like, look,
and some oil on my face.
Put on your lash serum, put on your face serums, and your moisturizer. Do your layers, and you know, cooking nutritious meals for myself, you know, that's self-care to me. And all of that sounds like regular normal stuff, but when you have a lot on your plate, a lot of that regular normal stuff, like you said, just being ashy, girl, or like, whatever, it goes out the window.
Burning incense. Like, that's something I do to relax myself. Listening to, I'm so happy, praise God for my girl Sharice, Zipporah's the bougie auntie. She gifted me and Larry a tablet for Zipporah because she wants to watch her Spidey and His Amazing Friends, or Princess and the Frog.
So she doesn't have to take your phone anymore.
So yeah, so like I used to be so wound up tight on the way home. And I knew why, but there was nothing I could do because my baby wanted to watch her shows. And I understand that because I need my dose of Living Single or Golden Girls before I go to bed. I need at least one show.
I love a Golden Girls.
Girl, I needed at least one episode before I go to bed. So I understand that, but like I need to wind down from the day. And what I do is listen to my audiobooks. I get lost in a book right now. And so, like, I just be so wound up, so uptight and stuff because I'm unable to calm down.
This young man keeps licking my toe.
Right to say you sweet. Somebody better watch out. Somebody on them toes. Ragnar on them toes. You better watch out. I know you're listening.
I'm done.
but yeah, like I'm so happy like she has hers happening. But that's a little self-care for me, just listening to my audiobooks on the way home.
I've ran across a certain sector of TikTok. It's like it's the marriage section where they're talking about not even just marriage, but like partnership as far as men taking more of an active role in household things. Girl. And so the mental load came up of that. Like we're even asking, what do you need me to do? It still puts that on
the other person.
Yeah, the other person.
Like, why do I have to tell you, girl?
Yeah, because see now now you have to think and delegate and do this, and
think
instead
for you
of
once again,
right. And it's not even. I'm gonna take the man woman out of it. It's just partnership. So whoever that person is, it still leaves that person with the mental load of like, okay, now I got to figure out who's gonna do this and who's gonna do this and how to delegate this. That's still a task, even though it's not physical, it's still a task, So those things like there or what do they call it? Invisible labor, like that, such as that, or just things that may go unnoticed that you're doing that you don't even realize you're doing that much when you're doing a whole lot. Just in life. It's a lot. We do a lot of invisible labor because we can make a to-do list. If we were to say, hey, make a to-do list of all the shit you have to do today or whatever, you're going to make the list of the big things, but you're going to leave a whole bunch of little shit out of it that you have to complete to even get to those big things. So you're doing a lot more than you think you're doing, and you're not failing. You're a person who does not have infinite capacity for things.
I'm a refill on this wine. You need some water. You got water.
Yeah.
What time got homework, so
I was just about to say because it's due by 11.
Bitch, what
time is it?
It's 8:32.
Girl, I gotta go after
a
little
bit. Okay, let's wrap this up because that was pretty much it. You got anything else?
No, I was just talking about that. I don't know how we got on invisible labor and like.
Well, no, because I was talking about like not
loads.
caring. You're doing like I'm doing so much over here to where I'm like I don't care. Like the fact that I'm out here ashy. It's not that I don't care. It's just that like.
Girl, because I be ashy too. Because
like,
let me tell you, school, like
Zipporah had
school and work last month was stupid.
Oh, October was crazy for you.
The only reason I got that little break is because I had the flu, and that's the only reason I got a break.
Oh, I had a break because Zipporah was vomiting all over me one night.
Look, and that's a shame. Like it shouldn't take you literally getting sick because that's not a break.
No,
that you're sick. So I still didn't get a break. It was just different. I'm recovering. I'm cool. I'm here, but I'm not all the way together, which is why I'm extremely tired right now.
Right.
But I gotta go back to work on Monday. That's not take a break before your body be like, girl, and I gotta eat. Mm-hmm. I gotta go cook.
That's
like this. But if you don't have it, cooking for yourself, simple things like putting on lotion and putting on moisturizer, you like face moisturizer, doing your skin routine. You ain't finna be doing that shit. You ain't got capacity for it.
Okay. But that's pretty much what I was trying to get at today. I wanted to talk about that. Just like not giving a fuck. And my affirmation is give a fuck today. And even though like I'm better about caring or I understand myself, like I still will give myself that affirmation. Every now and then I will play Megan Thee Stallion, and Eminem. But what I will say, we could probably bring this up on another episode. I was talking to one of our Black Creative Circle in North Louisiana BCCNL members about that, and I was talking about the song, and he was like, "But do you really get one shot?" And I was like, "Oh yeah,
no, you get more than one.
Do you really get one shot?
That's more for like auditions and things and interviews and things. I don't think that's really a daily.
But yeah, he asked me that, and I was like, well, maybe you get one shot. Like, I feel like you always need to be ready. We've had that conversation before, K'Shana. You need to always be ready for when that call comes through. No, you know. But anyway, all right. So you got any last words? Anybody need to cuss out? Anybody need to praise? Any?
Oh no, it's people. I'm not doing that though. But I will reiterate what I said on the last episode. Niggas is wild. They out here feral. They are wild. They are free range and roaming. Just feral? Wild. Feral. They are just wild.
What is feral?
Wild.
Oh, okay.
Like the little wolf boy. Like, what was his name? Mowgli? Of the Jungle Book before Mowgli before he got civilized. Feral. Like a feral cat, a street cat.
Oh, okay.
Like they're just feral. Hey, people wild, don't put nothing past nobody. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's your daily message.
That's what
your daily message.
It is. Don't put nothing past nobody, bro. It's cool. We all be out here fucking up, so ain't nobody better than nobody else. Mm-hmm. No, nobody's better than anybody else. Nobody's better than you. You're not better than anybody. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though. Like some people, but you know the wild ones. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I have no last words.
Go to the dentist. Go to the doctor.
Follow my craft page because the Etsy shop is coming. So
and floss.
Go to Crafty Mother Lovers and everybody on TikTok. Thanks for tuning in and watching.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
floss. If your floss
you
stank,
saw all the behind the scenes.
Floss and wash. You know what? Just real quick before we go.
Yeah.
Apparently, allegedly, people they are not washing their ass in the shower.
Who's not washing their ass in the shower?
Dudes
not washing their ass in the shower.
They do not be washing it. Apparently,
dudes.
Yes, and this is not even a racial thing. This is a sex thing. This is a gender thing. People do not be washing their ass in the shower.
Now, I knew there was this thing going around like a year or so ago
about the legs.
White people.
No, this is not racial. Legs. This is gender. Dudes are not washing their tail in the shower. They are not. What was said by one dude was like, well, water drips down there with some soap. I guess.
What?
You think you guess?
You think and you guess that your wipe your.
They're not spreading. They're not spreading.
You need to open them cheeks and let that water run through to get that soap out.
This is America. 9 times out of 10, you don't have a bidet. I do, but it's not installed. But I wash my tail every time. You know, you have to just open them cheeks. Open it up. Just go ahead, open it up. It's your tail. Ain't nobody in here but you.
Okay.
Wash your tail.
I even wash Ragnar's little butthole when I have to give him a bath. Okay. Everything gets washed. Yes.
It shit be back there. And if you telling me that you in this tub, you not clean. You not clean. That's why you be getting out the tub. You ever had like a little boy or something get out the tub or something, and they still dirty. You still smell like outside. You not.
Girl, flash back to Nick, my son, Big Nick. Baby,
don't put him out here like that.
Baby, Big Nick, when he was little.
Oh, okay.
He was little. This was like elementary school. I don't even think he was 5th grade-ish, but he was old enough to go take a shower by himself. And Big Nick walked past me when he got out the shower, and I was like,
why do you smell like that?
I was like, come back here. He walked back with the towel wrapped around him, just talking and stuff. Larry probably was out with his homeboys or whatever. It was just me and Big Nick in the house. And he walked past me. I was like, wait a minute.
You are right.
I said, come back here. Raise your arm up. I was like, we getting back in the shower, sir.
And please take your time in the shower. Take your time. Wash everything twice. Mm-hmm. This and getting out, that is not cleaning. You are filthy.
And I tell you what, ever since I've been watching them pimple popping, cyst popping videos, I've been all behind my, like I already
because it
washed
gets
my
behind
face.
your ears.
Like I always wash my face. Like I said, I'm clean and clear with the foam and facial wash. But girl, I'll be all behind the ear just to scrub.
And I think maybe girls, we are women, like we are just, we do it. First of all, we're a little cleaner, most of us. Because you already got to get up in there, you know, because we have different organs.
Yeah.
So you have to get in there.
I shampoo that.
And like, yeah, you got to. You got to get in there.
It.
It's yours. You know, you only get one.
Zipporah be shampooing her. She ain't even got nothing, but she be shampooing her.
You
her
got
area,
to. You got
her
to.
lady part.
You got to get in there. You get one. You get one girl. You got to be nice to her. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to be nice to her and make other people be nice to her too. Do not let nobody come at you with no jagged, dirty fingernails.
Thank you.
Do not be letting these
with dirty, musty, stanky penises.
And don't let them do that either. If
don't let them, because you be trying to walking around here and you be trying to figure out why
and you are itching.
Why you smelling like
and
fish.
You smell weird.
And now you got a BV.
And it's them.
And you trying to figure out what the fuck.
And they like
it's that dude coming back from the club smelling like Hennessy and everything
and
else.
Hennessy,
okay? And bunking Hennessy, like Trina said, okay?
And not washing his tail.
Okay.
And like it's getting on
musty.
Yes.
And now he's all up in you, and now you infected. You got an infection and shit.
You'll be the one with the issue, and you the one who are actually clean.
Girl.
And washing your tail and getting in there. And so the minute
them people, I was gonna say dudes, but you know, I don't know who our audience is and what they make them wash their hands.
Make your partner wash their hands. They should not
and maybe
be
even brush their teeth before they get down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do not eat an ice cream cone and then decide you want to come. And I get it, but you got to go rinse your mouth out first, or we're gonna have some problems. And you're gonna be upset because she's gonna be upset,
and then
I'm gonna be upset, and then you gonna be upset.
And then when you young, and then when you really young. Like, they will put that shit back on you. You be over here like, oh, I got this, that. Oh, well, what you been doing? No, motherfucker, what have you been doing?
You didn't pull that skin back.
Oh,
and you didn't. Well, I'm just saying you didn't. And sometimes it's just like a lesson thing, like their parents didn't teach them or whatever. But once you know, you need to be actively doing that. You know, and don't come in from outside and come from Walmart.
They've been drinking water, y'all.
Yeah, and don't come in from outside and then just be trying to like do stuff with your hands on me.
pH balance all
like
the way
wash
off,
your
like,
hands.
That ain't what you want.
You gonna put door handle on my vagina? No,
they will. Because
if you let them,
they don't have to deal with that type stuff. And then yeast infection, young ladies. Men you have a yeast infection, and they got it on them because you're going raw, right? You get rid of that shit. You get rid of that shit, but then they still got it on them. They put that shit right back in you.
Mm-hmm. Every time. So you just fighting the battle. Look, over here popping boric acid and all kinds of stuff.
My mama told me when I went to the doctor
college,
getting diaper like, take care of yourself.
You've got to, because first of all, 9 times out of 10, even as like super adult men, a lot of the times they don't know. They don't know a lot. Hell, it's women that don't know a lot. So this is not even like a shaming thing.
But men definitely don't. I tell Larry all the time. I be like, you need to know. I remember in my mid-20s, I switched from orthotricycline pill to NuvaRing. And I told him, I was like, this is what I'm doing. And he was like, why are you telling me that's on you? I was like, nigga, you need to know. Wait a minute. I said, don't you have a kid?
You need to be invested in the vagina.
Did you not already put the power, put somebody else in control of your life somewhat? You did what you did half of that.
You need to be invested.
You did half of that, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, have you not already been down this road? Like, clearly I'm a different type of chick.
You should even know when my period is.
Clearly I'm a different type of chick because I'm informing you on birth control matter. That got to do with you. No, it's got to do with you because if I mess up, that affect you, sir.
And not even just that, but
that's not why he married me. I'm just a different type of chick.
Even not just that, but you should even know when my period's coming. Like, you should know because you're invested, right? You need to invest. This is caring. Like, you need to know. I have birth control conversations with him all the time because I'm just like, you need to know what's like. I'm being responsible by letting you know what's going on with me because you're putting your trust in me. I understand that you're putting your trust in me, but you're not asking no questions or nothing. Girls, ladies,
well, I mean,
women,
like we've been at this point, like we've been. It's set what I'm doing as far as
I mean, I'm saying in general, like y'all, please ask questions. Don't just like assume and like, oh, well, I think he put this on, or I think
no, bitch,
make
sure that shit is
turn
on there.
the light on real quick.
Feel it,
even if you don't
touch
like
it. The tip,
just,
make sure that shit is on there.
Like, just don't have a conversation, and if you're doing other things, that's fine too.
Well, I feel like that drunk auntie.
But have a conversation. But have a conversation. Make sure everything is clear and there's no, well, I didn't know, or, well, I thought you was cool. No, have the conversation.
There's no, I thought. There's no assumption.
Yeah, and that's not, because that's also not fair to your
Take
partner.
Care of yourself, baby. Take care of
and that's
yourself.
not fair to your partner because you didn't have a conversation. If they don't initiate, you need to initiate somebody. And they think you okay with stuff, and then meanwhile, it's not that you're okay with it. You don't know about it,
right?
So.
And then sometimes, you know what? Sometimes when it comes down to your STIs and stuff like that, like your partner, they may not know what they got, what they even have going on with them. So that's why you need to take care of yourself, because like it may be a situation where like they may honestly do not know some of these STIs, like, or
they don't show up in men, and a lot of times they wait on you to go get tested to find out if something is going on. Exactly. That's not the way that works, and you also won't know if that's. You won't know if that's their mindset if y'all are not having these types of conversations. Right. You've got to have conversations. If you playing grown people games, you got to have grown people conversations.
If you out there living your best life, you can live life. You can live your best life. You can have all the fun you want to, but be responsible about that shit.
You sure can.
You know what I'm saying? You can be having so much fun and you don't even know where that shit came from. No judgment, but
you need to
take care of yourself.
You need to have these conversations. At least have it. And people gonna lie because they wild and feral. Like I said. And I say people because it's people. It's not just people. Like,
I'm gonna name the show Feral. I don't even know how to spell it. With a PH or a F?
It's a F.
Oh,
girl, they wild and feral. They loose as hell. They just out here, and look, but you have to have the conversations. That's all. Girl, put your big girl panties on. You took your big girl panties off.
Put them bitches back on and have a conversation.
And also consent. You can revoke consent at any point in time.
You sure can.
At any point.
That goes for men and women.
It could be in, and you can revoke consent.
Like, I'm good.
Just
on
so
that.
you know, like
men and women.
You can revoke consent
because we need to protect our boys.
You could be halfway through and revoke consent and change your mind. You can change your mind at any point in time. I don't care where you are, how naked you are, or whatever. You can change your mind.
Ragnar, she calling you shit.
You can change your mind. I'm just saying. I don't know where this came from, but also just wash y'all ass. Get in there with that.
We need to have an auntie show. We just gonna have an auntie show.
Yeah, maybe we need to, I guess. But I gotta go get the homework.
Yeah, you got K'Shana got the homework. Anyway, we've already had last words. Hit us up on all the socials at ADaydreamersPodcast. Find me at Love Erin AD.
And write us
all the socials. That includes Flickr, Pinterest,
send the questions as well.
And what I say, Flickr, Pinterest,
Instagram.
I think it's Pinterest and Flickr. Yeah, find me and hit me up on TikTok. Hit my babies up at TikTok. Let me tell y'all this also. I had a motherfucker question Zipporah's name. Okay, like,
man,
so follow Zipporah and Ragnar on TikTok at Zippy Loves Ragnar, because I'm not all that active on my page on TikTok. But I posted a video of Zipporah when she was at home sick last week. And, like, I understand her name is different, okay?
It's a biblical name.
It is, but people don't know that. It's still a different name.
Because they're heathens.
And so somebody, I did 5 comments and deletes before I wrote one that I felt was okay, because I don't know who I'm talking to. This may be another child, so I'm not gonna cuss you out. But somebody said on her page, Zipporah, what the heck type of name is that?
The kind that your mama would.
I said it's Hebrew, but what you gonna do is I don't even remember verbatim what I said, but what you're not finna do is you finna talk correct about my child. You're not finna come at me anyway about my baby. Okay? Like, recognize, okay, this is a fucking toddler, and her mama do not fucking
and 9
play.
out of 10 is like user 1357 Q53.
Exactly. And I don't give a damn if it's a bot. I will fight a bot. Okay,
it's not
do not play with
me. It's
me.
not a bot. It's a troll.
I will fight a troll, okay?
And trolls are real.
Down on the flow, okay? Do not play with me. But I understand people will have questions and be curious about my child's name because it is different, but it's the way you ask me. It's the way you ask. Don't be all up under her page talking about what the heck type of name is this. I said what you need to be doing is commenting she's so damn cute. That's the only thing you need to be saying up under her name, up under her pictures, okay?
That's it. You can get off, actually.
But yeah, hit her up at Zippy Loves Ragnar and
shit.
watch what you say about her. Watch your comments, okay? and hit up K'Shana at
Because ain't nobody playing about that. We don't play about Sephora.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, good night, y'all. I
And
gotta
we
go do
out.
my homework.